Hello and welcome to Off Topic. This is the first episode officially of the podcast. The podcast can be found really anywhere where you can listen to podcasts, and there is a video version on YouTube. So if you want to go check that out, the video will be posted on YouTube, and we have an Instagram, we have a TikTok, and I will plug those socials at the end of the podcast. But for now, you just get to listen to me yap. You're welcome. Hope you have, you are the very luckiest to, I'm blessing your ear. Basically. Yeah, no, but this is the first episode. Welcome. I'm very, very excited. I haven't been able to put out an episode in a while because I was like, Yaysies, I have the equipment. And then the equipment actually did not plug into my laptop. So, shout out Monocaster Lite. Yeah, but it was not working. And it still does not really work for fully, but it's okay. Between you and I, it's okay. You know, we don't really need it to work fully, right? Cause all we really need is each other and the terrible audio along the way. And that's the journey. And hopefully it gets better. But I am your host, Maddie. This is just gonna be a little get to know me for the first episode. This podcast is really, I think, gonna be centered around having conversations with friends and telling funny stories and stuff like that. There's different segments of the podcast as well. I think each podcast episode is about to be maybe around 20 to 30 minutes because even though I love to yap, even I cannot listen to myself for the sound of my own voice for maybe max 30 minutes. After that, I have to shoot myself, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm your host. I'm Maddie. I'm 18. I'm a freshman in college. I wanted to start this podcast, just for funsies, really. I've been wanting to start this podcast, honestly, for years. Probably ever since, my freshman year of high school. So freshman to freshman year. Haha. Cutesy, I guess. But yeah, basically this first episode, the only thing I had, written down in my notes, literally on my phone, was just, situationships, ? Ops, ? Friends, ? Mental illness, ? You know, we can talk about every other thing on that note list, but we will not be talking about the mental illness. You know, let's save that for a grander episode, and then I can milk that for a couple episodes too. But for this episode, we're just here to have a gay old time. You know, we don't gotta talk about our trauma yet. You know, this is basically our first date. Take me out to dinner for, all the little ins and outs and crooks and crannies of my mind. Okay? So, excuse me for not wanting to trauma it up with the first episode. TBH I would, but we'll trauma it up a little bit just because, some of the trauma pertains to how I act and why I am the way I am. So maybe we'll talk about some. But for our first segment, we're gonna have a pop culture moment of the day. And I thought none other, it should be Gypsy Rose's little comment that was left for her husband. If you haven't heard it, don't worry, I'll give you a dramatic reading. Okay, so right now, I am Gypsy Rose, and this is the comment I have left on my husband's Instagram post. Okay, so I'm Gypsy.
Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you, and you love me. We do not owe anyone anything. Our family is who matters. If you get likes and good comments, great. If you get hate, then whatever, because they don't matter. I love you, heart emoji. Besides, they jealous because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire. Fire emoji. Happy life, heart emoji.
And that's not even the worst part, okay? Ryan, Gypsy's husband, hates us with this.
Who said I give a damn about what these jealous people say anyway? Haha. ... No, come and get it, baby.
First of all, hey guys, let's keep all of this commentary for the bedroom. We do not need to put it in the Instagram comments. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that she shared this little tidbit of her life with us, because now I feel more connected to her, but not in a weird way. Now I'm just I'm rooting for her. I want the best for her, and you know what? She's getting rocked nightly, so she's winning in life currently, She's winning. I see her OOTDs, and I'm like, she's slaying. Not literally, okay? Not slaying anymore, literally. But I'll see comments underneath her post, and it'll be like, Slay mama. I'm like, guys. Really? Is that really the best thing to comment under Gypsy Rose's Instagram? Like, there are other things we can comment. We can comment beautiful. We can comment gorgeous. Maybe we shouldn't comment mother, you know? Also, I feel like Gypsy getting released out of prison showed how criminally aligned everyone was. Like, I saw so many TikToks about like, oh my gosh, when Gypsy gets out, I can't wait for her to just live her life. And I was like, yeah, that's great. Then underneath it would be like, I can't wait for Gypsy to try the chamoy pickle kit. Like, guys, the chamoy pickle kit would probably be more traumatizing than anything she's ever been through. Honestly. No, I'm just kidding. That was actually way too far. Please don't cancel me. This is only my first episode. No, but like, why are we treating her as a toy? Like, you know, like it's like fun, you know, to like see what she's doing and stuff. But let's not be like, oh my gosh, like Gypsy, like I can't wait for you to go to Trisha Paytas' podcast. I can't wait for you to try the chamoy pickle kit. I can't wait for you to do a mukbang. Like, guys, like your criminally onlineness is showing. Like, please stop. Like, she doesn't, and she loves the attention, like, and that's great. But like, honestly, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, actually, I want to see Gypsy at like the Amazing Grammys. Like, I want to see her like go to premieres and stuff. She ate, but that was our pop culture moment for the day. We're gonna do that each episode, no matter if there's a guest or not, just because I love pop culture. I love talking about it. You know, it keeps me up at night, and this is my podcast. So basically, if it's funny to me, it's gonna be in the podcast. So, hee hee haha. So that was our pop culture segment. Now, you know, basically, there are no other segments planned for this first episode because it's just the first episode. So now I'm just gonna chit chat a little bit about myself. So basically, hopefully you guys seen that TikTok, or else you're not gonna get the reference. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't, they don't, and that's fine. So, I'm a music major right now. I'm, you know, a little singer, you know, slaying the game, except I'm actually not slaying the game because, you know, I've been singing all my life, but like actually majoring in it, boy oh boy, humbled me real quick. 4 German songs? Hey guys, I don't speak a lick of German, okay? Only German word I know is auf Wiedersehen. That is it. So I was kind of fighting for my life. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing with my life, honestly. My life right now is basically one big, I don't know. And we don't know. But, you know, that's like fun, I guess. Yeah, totally. Yay, I'm so excited. Another thing about me, audio listeners, video listeners can see, but I'm one fine individual, one fine specimen. I look like Gigi Hadid and Zendaya if they had a baby. And, you know, I'm actually the size of a quarter, and my waist is the size of a penny but turned sideways. Like, I'm actually, like, if I were to walk on the runway, I'm 2D. That's how thin I am, so I can't actually flip around. And that's actually one big joke, audio listeners. I actually look like a bridge troll. Video listeners, they can, video watchers, I guess, they can see. But I just wanted to troll you and prank you a little bit. I actually, am quite tall. I've been pretty tall my entire life, so, like, I've never had the, like, option to be like, ooh, hee hee, I'm so small, I'm so petite. Like, I've never had that opportunity, or I feel like most people have. So, like, when I was a kid growing up, like, guys would be like, oh my gosh, they would pick on me because I was taller than them, because they were envious of my height, because they were just, you know, little boys, and their masculinity was crushed when they saw a tall girl like me. But all that height was not put to good use. Like, ask anyone on the planet, honestly. I am probably one of the most unathletic people to ever exist in the existence of the world. Honestly, like, like, my mom would put me in sports as a kid, and I just knew I was meant for something greater. And by that I mean sitting in my room all day and rotting away. No, it's really funny because, like, people, as a kid, people would come up to me and be like, oh, put her in basketball with those long legs. Ooh, she's gonna crush the competition. Spoiler alert, I did not. I did not. Or I tried soccer for a little bit. I was the goalie. I scored on my own team. Don't ask me how it happened. It just did, okay? So I was not made for the athletics. You know, God didn't make me that way, and that's fine. God did not make me to run towards balls. Maybe other horns, if you know what I'm saying. I'm kidding. That was a joke, guys. That was very strictly a joke, okay? We're just gonna joke and josh around here on the podcast. Just pulling your leg, twisting your arm. Hee hee. There's also gonna be another segment where we're gonna call it prank hour, and my guest and me will scroll through our contacts, and whatever our little finger lands on, whichever contact that is, you have to call them and you have to prank call them. Or whatever both of our fingers land on as we scroll, we're gonna have to make those two people, like, we're gonna call and then we're gonna make them talk to each other and just see what happens. I love prank hour. I'm a little prankster, I'm a little trickster myself. My friends and I, all of senior year, were just menaces. No one was safe in our senior class, like not a single person. If you are watching this and you were in my senior class, apologies, because you guys were basically just a pawn in our entertainment, because we were bored. We didn't have anything else to do. Like, and high school parties are dumb too, so none of that as well. So we were just like, what can we do for fun? What is it finna play?
What is it finna play?
And then, you know, we decided, why not cause some mayhem? Why not stir up some lives? And that is what we did. There are probably people still out there that like lie awake at night from the torment we just subjected them to. And we were not bullies, by the way. This is just lighthearted fun. This would be like calling like just a random person and doing a random accent.
Me no habla inglés.
But then also, like, sometimes we would figure out little personal pieces of their bits. Find out personal business about their bits and pieces? No, that sounds really bad. We never... no information like that was ever shared. What I mean is we would find out little tidbits of their lives, and then we would sprinkle that into the prank call, and then they would be like, okay, who are you? And, you know, I might have just exposed myself. So if you're in my senior class and you're watching this, and I pranked you, I just want to let you know I'm not sorry, and I'd do it again, and I probably did over the break, honestly. You will never be free from being my friend's torment, ever. So watch your back. Also, a little side note, me and my friends over the summer, we got to go to the UK on a mission trip, and one of the most funnest times of my entire life, okay? If someone was like, okay, Maddie, do you want $1 million or do you want to relive that trip over and over for the rest of your life? I would choose to live that trip over and over for the rest of my life because of the pure fun and chaos that was on that trip. One thing about me, if something is a little bit chaotic, I'm gonna love the heck out of it. Yes, forever and ever. But we went to the UK and we were in the Buckingham Palace, okay? We were in there. 24-hour challenge in the Buckingham Palace. No, I'm just kidding. We were in there, we were looking around, you know, we got to go in, it was super cool. But I think all of my thoughts out loud, every thought I've ever had has probably been thunk out loud, verbally, you know? And I was with two of my best friends who will definitely be on the podcast, 100%, because they're very funny and entertaining. I look at them and I very loudly say, British people are all around us, by the way. They were the only Americans in there, like, we were surrounded, we were outnumbered by these goons, okay? And I say, man, if I was Prince Charles, I'd watch my back. And, you know, people were looking around as if I was threatening the Prince Charles. You know, this just a little American girl who's just very obnoxiously herself. Listen, guys, I was not threatening Prince Charles, okay? If anything happened to Prince Charles, it was not me, okay? Or was it? No, it wasn't me, but people were looking at me like, oh my gosh, like, this little American girl, this little American twat, what is she saying? Listen, I don't know what I was saying, British person. I was just trying to have a gay old time, and we did. We cackled after that. And then one of our trip leaders, one thing that happened to me when I entered the UK, almost immediately, every British vocal stim that has ever been said ever or uttered, anything a British person had said that has ever been remotely funny on the internet would come out of my mouth 25/8. So we would walk around and I go, what's this then? What is this then? What's this then? Quoting the Gordon Ramsay. Or we would just, you know, say silly, goofy things. like, oh, are you jolly? Like, just, you know, kind of making fun of British people because, you know, what is a kilometer? Because we're American. And the USA will forever reign, you know? You know, so we were like, you know, being little goofballs, and British people did not find it funny. Sorry to any British people I ever offended, but it was really funny, so actually I'm not that sorry. If you were offended, that's your choice. Like, sorry about it. Sorry that you felt hurt by me making fun of your British accent. But, like, we would ask people why we were there. Like, I would be like, do you ever do American accents for fun? And they'd be like, yeah. And then it was, like, the most spot-on British American accent I've ever heard. And I was like, you're an American undercover, aren't you? Do I need to help you? Do I need to save you? Do I need to set you free? Oh my gosh, that was just, like, ASMR. Should this be an ASMR podcast? Welcome to Off Topic, where I just yap. I'm from Japan. I'm from... I already said Japan. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that. I hate ASMR. I'm very, like... For me, I think I'm very, like, prone to, like, certain noises. And ASMR is just one of the things that makes me want to peel my skin off. Like, scoop out my eyeballs and just stab myself to death. Like, I hate it. I can't handle it. But who can? Like, who actually... People who enjoy listening to that are freaks. Like, y'all are freaks. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are like Gypsy Rose and her husband freaks. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not. Or, like... that boyfriend ASMR. Like, one time me and my friend, we were trying to find the most obscure ASMR videos we can find, and there's this like whole subgenre of like boyfriend ASMR. Like, and you gotta be down bad to listen to that. Down, the most downest of bads. I don't care if you think, oh, no one likes me, I'm ugly. You are never, maybe you are ugly, okay? But there are other ugly people out there for you. Don't listen to that. That is gross. That is nasty. Who is actually sitting down at night, putting in their headphones, and then listening to
Whatever daddy wants, daddy get.
like, just but at a whisper. Like, what even? It's appalling to me. Isn't this funny how this was supposed to be a get to know me, and now we're talking about boyfriend ASMR? Kind of crazy, huh? No, but another thing about me is I have really like niche interest. At least I would think so. I thought, like, you know, I'm pretty basic, which I am. I am very basic, and I admit that, okay? Sue me, guilty. No, but yeah, I'm very basic. Bear with me here, bear with me. That's a TikTok reference. If you guys don't know, I will quote a lot of TikToks in this podcast, and if you don't get it, you probably will just think I'm like schizophrenic, like talking to myself, but I'm not, okay? I mean, basically I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking into a microphone, so there's a difference, okay? I'm not just sitting in a room, staring at the wall, quoting TikTok audios to myself, even though I have done that. Sometimes like a phrase will get like stuck in my head, and it needs to come out of my body, like it's crawling its way out of my mouth, and I have to say it. I think that's called a vocal stem, but I don't know. I just like saying certain phrases. Yeah, but there was also a lot of things that went down in that UK trip. I'll probably come back to that a lot just because it was so fun. Like, we would have to wake up at just the ass crack of dawn every single day. Like, the sun would rise up. If the sun was up, so were we, okay? We would get up at like 6 a.m. and we were sleeping in a tent. In like the middle of nowhere in London, okay? It was bad enough that we were in London. We had to hear hello every morning. Like, come on, be so for real. But we were also in the middle of nowhere, sleeping in this tent, and we had to sleep in sleeping bags, and it was so cold. Every single night, I would wake up shivering in my timbers. And so me and my friends, like, there was a lot of people on this trip too, and so we would all huddle together for warmth. Like penguins in the Antarctic and the Antarctics. Like, we were fighting for our lives, but oh boy, it was such a fun little trip. I would go back in a day. I also got to go to the Amazon. That was really cool. I had to pick up a package. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm kidding. I got to go to the Amazon for another service trip, and it was literally the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. And I want to go back every single day. I wake up, I go, I want to go back to the Amazon. Immediately. Like, if someone was like, hey, Maddie, throw your life away and just serving the Amazon, I would go, okay. No hesitation, because I don't really even got a lot going on at the moment. College, who needs that, guys? Who needs that? With what I even want to do in my life, I feel like I don't even need college, but I need to go. I need to get a degree. I need to. I guess I'm chained to the matrix or whatever that saying is. But also, another fun little fact about me. This is the fun fact I tell everyone once I meet them, by the way. Guys, don't lose your panties, okay? This is a big deal. So calm down. Gentlemen, form a line, ask for my snap. Form a line to ask for my snap after you hear this fact, okay? I am on the wall of flame, okay? Please hold your applause, I completed the hot wing challenge, okay? Calm down. I ate 15 hot wings in 15 minutes, so that is a wing per minute, okay? Not to flex, okay? I'm very humble about this. You know, I don't just go flashing this around because this is serious. This is a big deal. But yeah, I am on the wall of flame, so give me a high five, everyone. That was me high-fiving the camera. But yeah, that's one of my I think that's another fun fact. Another fun fact is that my dad is dead. Isn't that such a funny little quirky fact? No, he is. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, everything I say sounds like a joke, but this is actually for realsies. Like, he is in the ground. R.I.P., I guess. Rest in peace. No, but, like, for real. Like, he is gone. R.I.P. He was a great dad from what I remember. I was around, like, 6 years old when he died, and he died of glioblastoma, which is, like, a really rare form of cancer. Like, I know I shouldn't joke about it, but, like, whenever I meet people, you know, you have the option to make them laugh about it with you or cry about it with you. And let's see, we're going with the laughter option. We will always be going with the laughter option. Every trauma I've ever endured, it fuels my comedy, okay? Why would I cry about it if I can laugh about it instead? Duh. Maybe sometime I'll share more little funny trauma tidbits of my life, but right now this is the big bomb I'll drop on you, okay? Okay? You know, I remember also a little tidbit of me, again, because this is just a little get to know me, haha. I tried stand-up comedy for a little bit. It was really, if you're listening to this, you can probably agree that it was really bad, just based off the things we've been laughing about. Oh gosh, it was so bad. Like, if I can, like, go back in time and, like, assassinate myself, like, as I was doing the stand-up comedy, like a John Wilkes Booth moment, I think that's what it is. I would do that. I would assassinate myself mid-set. Because it was so bad. It was so... Also, I'm going to check to make sure my camera's still recording. Okay, it is. We're chilling. I don't have any storage, so I'm, like, chomping at the bit checking my camera because I'm worried. And my camera's my phone, if you don't know. The off-topic podcast setup, guys, really embarrassing. Oh, I got off topic. Thanks for the name. No, but yeah, what I was saying was, so I was doing this comedy set. I was only up there for 5 minutes, and there's a reason I don't do stand-up comedy anymore. It's because it sucked balls. It sucked dookie waters, real bad, right? And I was up there, and I was like, okay, like, I might as well, like, I was going, like, it wasn't too bad. I was getting some laughs, but I was like, okay, like, maybe I should do the one about my dad now. And this was when COVID was kind of, like, still, really prominent, and I looked at the audience, they looked back at me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna say it, haha, and I went, so many people have to social distance this day. I didn't say it like that. It was smoother, okay? It was smoother. I was on Adderall, so it was smoother, okay? But also, I have ADHD, so prescribed. Don't get the wrong idea about me, okay? I'm not just popping bottles, popping pills, popping bottles, popping pills. I've been popping bottles. No, but I was doing this joke, and I went, yeah, people have to social distance so much now, but I have been social distancing with my dad forever. Hey guys, it looks like I'm underwater. But turns out, because my camera's broken, that's something for another podcast. There is still a lot of content left on the actual podcast portion because my phone died halfway through recording the actual video portion. So the video and the podcast are very different. So if you want to go and listen to the rest of the podcast, what I have to say, go give it a look-see at Off Topic on Spotify. The name is the same as the one on YouTube, me, the UK, and a lot of Vine booms. So I hope you enjoyed. Love you guys so much. Stay off topic. Smooches.